Kind of seems like you're on the big island in Hawaii because, I mean, there's so much lava here. This was very unexpected. I wasn't expecting it to look like this because it's, what, over 1,000, I think, years old. So, yeah, it's actually a really cool place to visit. Dang. So is that part of the volcano?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, we're getting winded. Apparently we're not acclimated. Pretty cool. They have a built-in blow dryer. So we've arrived at the Sunset Crater National Volcano Monument, just outside of Flagstaff. We've been staying in Sedona and been doing some little explorations. We're actually going to be doing a really cool little loop here that takes us through Sunset Crater Volcano, as well as the Wupatki Pueblo, which is also another national monument that we'll look at later on as well. So our first stop is actually the Aha Trail, and it's actually a Hawaiian word. It has to do with the type of lava this is, or lava rock rather. So it's actually a pretty short loop, so we're going to go ahead and take it around. It gives you kind of a good idea of what everything looks like, as well as some of the vegetation and everything that has started growing back since the eruption of the volcano over 1,000 years ago. So yeah, let's go take a look.
See all of it.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing is
It's
that
amazing.
it is. It looks like it hasn't changed much in all these years. Gotta get the shots for the gram. Oh, speaking of the gram, if you guys want to follow along, we are on Instagram. We are The Wandering Hearts on Instagram, as well as Facebook, I believe, too. So check that out.
So as we were walking through this, Joel and I were just kind of saying, like, kind of seems like you're on the big island in Hawaii because, I mean, there's so much lava here. This was very unexpected. I wasn't expecting it to look like this because it's, what, over 1,000, I think, years old. So yeah, it's actually a really cool place to visit. If you're up in this area, definitely come see it.
Hey, you don't want to trip and fall here. Cut yourself open.
Yeah.
But like some of this is, you know, it's actually a lot heavier than I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be a little lighter like that. You know, like the stuff you use at your yard.
Right.
To decorate your yard.
Oh, right, yeah.
But yeah, I guess it's
Pretty
because the Aha style is a little more of a slow forming lava. So that might be why it's maybe a little bit thicker and denser. So, man, it's beautiful though. Wow.
So these are the juniper trees, which we read about. They're actually an invasive species in this area.
Yeah, so what they're saying is that you can see a lot of these in some of the fields and things like that used to be used for agriculture. And what happened is like mostly like in the 19th century, a lot of people came in, and with all the more people coming through here, they were preventing forest fires, which, you know, naturally kind of cleanse everything. And because of that, these guys, a lot of these guys popping up everywhere, and because they're just naturally not supposed to be here. They're pretty though.
Mm-hmm.
So one really interesting thing is this is actually called the Bonita lava flow, and they said when this came out, they think that it was about 100 feet deep in places of just lava. And what happens, of course, is it starts cooling on the top, and it gets hardened there, but underneath still stays molten. And what when that happens, when it starts cooling, that's when you start seeing all these structures form, or it starts bursting open because of all that molten pressure underneath, kind of bursting up through the surface, which is causing all these jagged structures and craziness that you see. It looks like you're on the moon or something. But man, it's really cool though. So the next trail we're going to go on is actually just right across the street here, and it's the Lennox Trail, and it's actually going to take us up to the top of the Lennox crater here.
Getting my sunscreen on. We're in the middle of the day, so the sun is a lot more intense here. So make sure you put your sunscreen on before you start venturing out.
I think it's only like a mile and a half to the top, so about 3 miles round trip. So yeah, shouldn't be too bad. And what I've seen, it should be some pretty like a decent view from the top up there. So we're gonna go check that out once we get all lathered up, so we don't get burned. Nice thing about a DJI Osmo Action is that it's got a front camera, so I can actually see. I can use it as a mirror as I apply my sunscreen.
Feet are hot.
It's gotta look funny. I bet people look really funny trying to put lotion on their faces. So there's also another trail that takes you like all the way across this Bonita lava field, and it's the lava trail right there. It's 1 mile and it takes you all the way, starts at the visitor center and comes here. But this was plenty enough for me, the lava trail. So I think once you've seen some lava, you've seen some lava. So now we're getting ready to go on the Lennox Crater Trail, and as you can see here, it's supposed to have some really nice views up top. And it's a 1.6 mile loop with, it says only 200 feet of elevation gain, so shouldn't be too strenuous. So, but we are sitting at, we're sitting at 7,000 feet already.
I was just gonna say, we're already at 7,000
Yeah.
elevation.
Now we've been in Sedona for a couple of days now, so we'll see. The last time we did this, we were in Vegas and we did one of these trails, and it was like the Mount Charles, and we ended up Mount Charleston, and we ended up crazy winded from that one because we were just not used to that elevation gain. So
we'll see how this one goes.
Yeah, we'll see how this one goes.
Also, another thing we forgot to mention, make sure you put lots of bug spray on.
Oh yeah.
There's lots of mosquitoes here.
Well, especially this time of year, because we're actually in monsoon season. This is August, and that's why everything, there's a lot of stuff that's extra green right now.
Yeah, so get your bug spray.
Definitely. Just check this out. That's just half of them. There's like they got bit 17 times. Which is crazy, man. So it's still itching. It's just start getting windy, but it feels really nice because it's like 94 degrees today, and of course we decided to do the trail in the middle of the day, so it does feel really nice in the shade. And yes, we're getting winded. Apparently we're not acclimated. Whew, it feels so good though. Oh. How's that view? Look at that. That's beautiful.
Dang. So is that part of the volcano?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's actually the volcano. That's Sunset Volcano right there. I'm so out of shape. We've been moving around so much lately. We haven't had the chance to do our regular workouts, so we're feeling it right now.
Yeah. Shoot.
How you feeling there, baby?
Puffing and puffing on my way up.
Yeah, me too. Definitely. Having Mount Charleston flashbacks right now.
Yeah. Twin Crystal.
Yeah. You guys remember this.
Yeah.
I think we're almost there. I think I see the top. The good news is, the way down was so much easier.
Okay, so we made it to Lennox Crater. Finally. We are on the eastern side of the San Francisco volcanic field, and there's nearly 600 volcanoes out here, which is pretty amazing. I never thought there would be volcanoes in Arizona, but I guess there is. It's kind of cool, huh?
So what we're looking at here is the actual crater itself of Lennox Crater, and you can see a lot of it's gotten filled in from ash deposits and stuff from the Sunset Crater. The Sunset Crater, by the way, is actually just behind these trees right here. So we just got back from the Lennox Crater Trail, which was actually really beautiful. And it wasn't so bad. The trip down was much easier. Check out that view of Sunset Crater. That is amazing. This is just at a little viewing point that's just on the other side of it from where we were earlier. There it is.
Whoopee! Backing up.
Almost went right past it for the little picnic grounds. We were gonna go up here and do a little picnic. And I'll tell you what, we heard this thunderclap just a few minutes ago, and it's because it rained. You mountains create their own weather. So look how crazy the terrain has changed. Like, we're actually now just a few miles away from the Sunset Crater, and we're in Wupatki National Monument. First stop here is this really amazing pueblo. They say 800 years ago, people used to live here. Like, this is really fascinating.
Yeah, really cool.
What I find really interesting is, like, it's kind of built around like this big huge rock structure, and I'm not sure why that is. I'm guessing maybe it has something to do with, you know, it just allow it to be easier to help regulate temperature, especially in the heat or the cold.
You've got a big belly on them.
Look at
The other
me.
one.
He said never that hard.
Probably got all.
what do we have here, man?
This is a blowhole, which is actually really cool.
Look at that. So those are like, they're naturally occurring, and it has to do with like, basically it's cracks and fissures that are like deep inside the earth, and they're all over the place around here, just from water seeping in and you know, the earth moving and things like that. And apparently in the wintertime, the reverse action happens. It kind of acts as a suction, and the cold air, since it's a lot denser, kind of gets pulled into the blowholes. And then in the summertime, the opposite action, where all the cool air starts to expand and everything just kind of blows out. So pretty cool. They have a built-in blow dryer.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one of those before. Have you?
No, I've never seen anything like that.
Oh, it's cool. All right, so we just ended our tour of the Wupatki National Monument.
That's right.
And Sunset Crater Volcano.
That's the one.
This is really cool. All of it is really cool.
Yeah, fantastic.
You could definitely spend all day here, like all day, like
Yeah.
hours,
Oh,
seeing everything.
if you're like us and you like to look at everything, then
Yeah.
you certainly can. And especially if you're going to do any of the trails, I think the Park Service recommends 1 to 2 hours to drive the loop, and they say expect 3 to 4 hours. But we've already been here for almost 5 hours.
Yeah.
And we have to get back. There's still a couple of the pueblos that we won't be able to see because we have to get back to Sedona. If you're going to do this and you're like us, then definitely plan on spending way more time so that you can get the full experience here. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'll give you a
It
couple tips too. Like, you know, if you're going to come in the summertime, definitely bring water. There are water stations at both visitor centers, so you can refill. But yeah, you definitely want to do that, and you want to bring some kind of snacks. There's a bunch of really great viewing points along the loop that are perfect for picnicking, just like the one that we're at here. This is the Donny Point picnic area, and so definitely do that. Pack a picnic lunch and put in a cooler.
Yeah, because there isn't any gas stations or restaurants out here, and the visitor center have maybe like, I don't know, 2 or 3 snacks.
Yeah,
I think so.
Beef jerky and then like a
Yeah.
little peanut butter cup thing.
Yeah, so make sure you pack some food and come out here and enjoy.
I hope this gives you guys some information and some inspiration as well for planning your next trip, especially if you're going to be in the Flagstaff area or even down in Sedona or whatever. Again, it's just a short little drive. I think it took us an hour and 20 to get up here.
Yep.
And you get to go by so many amazing pieces of land and different terrains too. Like, for instance, there's over 600 cinder cones in this area, which just blew my mind. So, but again, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. You can follow us on the Instagram and stuff, and then check out our website where we'll have a write-up about our experience here with some links into that as well. And that's wanderinghearts.com with a Z. And other than that,
Yeah. Happy wandering.